Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Learn to Understand, and this is part 3 of the same chapter sets. And in this video we're going to understand that what do we mean by cardinal numbers, what do we mean by the different types of sets. So let's start talking about the cardinal number of a set. Cardinal number is the number of distinct elements that are present in a finite set, right? Now what do we mean by finite set? That I'll tell you later on when we move further. But what do we mean by distinct elements? Distinct elements are the elements that are present in a set. For example, if we take the set A, the set A has the elements C, D and F, right? So the set A has the elements C, D and F. Then what is the cardinal number of set A? The cardinal number of set A is a number of distinct elements. That is the number of elements that are present in the set A. The number of elements present in the set A are 3, 1, 2 and 3. So we are going to write the cardinal number of set A is 3. The cardinal number of a set is represented by this. Here you write the name of the set and N stands for the cardinal number. So cardinal number of A is 3 because the number of elements present in A is 3. Now let's take another example for a better clarification. B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now if we see there are 5 elements in this particular set. So if we start analyzing what is cardinal number. Cardinal number of a set is the number of distinct elements that are present in a finite set. So in the B set, we can see that there are 5 elements that are present. So the cardinal number of B is 5. Now let's talk about the different types of sets. The first type of set is the finite sets. As I told you, we'll be talking about it. So finite set is that set which has limited number of elements. Like the set A and the set B. They had the limited number of elements. So this set came to be known as the finite set. Now let's take some example. The set of boys in your class. So obvious that the boys are not going to be unlimited. There will be a particular number of the set of boys in a class. And second, X is a member of a number of members in a particular family. So it cannot happen that you have unlimited number of members in a family. You for sure have a limited number of members. For example, 4, 8, 10, 12, any number. Third, 3, 4, 5 to 200. No, there's a limitation that is given that it is starting from 3 and it is ending at 100. So you know that there are a limited number of elements that are in this set. It's not crossing over the billions, trillions. It's a limited number of set that is given to you. So this comes into the finite sets. So basic thing that you need to understand in finite sets is that they have a limited number of elements. Right, now let's move further. Let's talk about the other types of sets. Now infinite sets. Now what do we mean by the infinite sets? Infinite sets are those sets which is not finite, simple. That is, they don't have a limited number of elements. They have unlimited number of elements. Like we see X such that X is a living thing. Now living things are unlimited. You have plants, you have animals, you have humans, right? So these are all living things. Now let's come on to X as that X belongs to whole number and X is greater than 1000. Now there are many whole numbers that are greater than 1000. So one thing cannot be specified from these, right? Now what is a singleton or a unit set? A singleton or a unit set is a very important set. Many times a question is asked to you from this. A set which has only one element in it is called a singleton set. Now, from the word singleton or from the word unit only, you can analyze that it has only one element. Single stands for one element, right? Example, X so that X is the president of India. Now, obvious that you are going to have only one president. X has set of whole numbers between 6 and 8. Now, between 6 and 8 means 6 and 8 are not going to be included. 6 and 8. So, what is that? 7 is the whole number between 6 and 8. Third example, X has that 2x minus 1 is equal to 3. Now, let's solve this equation. 2x minus 1 is equal to 3. 2x is equal to 4. X is equal to 2. Right? So, X is equal to 2. So, only one element is coming. That's why we said that it's a singleton or a unit set. I hope so these three sets are clear to you. Now let's move on to the empty set or the null set. Now, if we start understanding that what is an empty set and what is a null set, the set which has no element, empty means nothing, zero. So the set which has no element is known as the empty set or a null set. Now, empty set is represented by either this way, just simply writing the curly brackets, so it's visible, and writing 0 and putting a slash over it. This is the empty set or the null set. Now let's talk about the disjoint sets. What are disjoint sets? Two sets are said to be disjoint if they have no element in common. See, disjoint means something that's not similar. So if the two sets are said to be disjoint because they have no element in common. For example, set A has 5, 7, 9 and 11. And here set B has 4, 6, 8 and 10. Is there any element that is common between both of them? No, nothing is common. So these are disjoint. Second, A is equal to X such that X is a student of Sophia Girls School and B such that X is a student of St. Mary's Academy that clears it. Now then clearly sets A and set B, both of them have nothing in common, right? That's some girls in the one school and boys in the other school. Now let's take some more examples for the null set. If we talk about the null set of odd numbers between 7 and 9. Is there any set of odd number? No. So this is a null set. X such that X belongs to N and X is greater than 1. Sorry, less than 1. Then is there any number that is less than 1? And is a natural number? No, because natural numbers start from 1. So these are the important points. That's what I'm showing you in the between of the video only. The cardinal number of empty set is 0, right? And as I said, this is not a null set. Now, when 0 is present in any set, this set is not going to be a null set because 0 is an element of the set. The set this is also not empty. If this is kept, this is also not empty as it contains it as an element. The set is containing this as an element. Okay. So these are some important points I wanted you all to understand for the null sets. Now let's start talking about the joint or the overlapping sets. We understood that what are disjoint sets. Disjoint sets are those sets which have nothing in common. Then now let's understand about the joint or the overlapping sets. If we talk about the joint or the overlapping sets, these are two sets that are said to be joint if they have at least one element in common. If you have anything common, in fact even a single thing that is common, then the two sets are known as the joint sets or the overlapping sets. Example, set A, it has 5, 7, 9, 11 and set B has 6, 9, 12, 15. Now what is common? 9 is common in both of them. So these are joint sets because of 9 that is common in both of these sets, right? So now let's understand that what do we mean by equivalent sets. Okay, what do we mean by the equivalent sets? See, equivalent sets are those sets which contain the same number of elements. Those sets that contain the same number of elements actually are called equivalent sets. Equivalent sets means the cardinal number is same. Basic thing you can write that the cardinal number of the two sets is same. Cardinal number of two sets is same. Then you need to say that they are equivalent. For example, say A is 5, 6, 7 and set B is 3, 4 and 9. Now what is the cardinal number of A? Cardinal number of A is 3. Cardinal number of B is also 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the cardinal number is same. Then set A is equivalent to set B because the cardinal number of set A is same as the cardinal number of set B, right? I hope this is clear to you. Now what do we mean by the equal sets? See, please be careful with the equal and equivalent sets. They are two different things. Don't be confused in them, right? Now what are equal sets? I'll explain you the difference after I explain you that what do we mean by the equal sets. Two sets are said to be equal if they have the same elements. Now here we had the same number. Here you have the same elements. Two sets are said to be equal if they have the same or identical elements, right? Now let's take some examples. For example, if set A consists of x, y and z and set B also consists of x, y and z, then set A is equal to set B. Now why is it equal? Because the elements are identical or the elements are said to be same. So the sets are called equal sets, right? So the difference between equivalent sets and equal sets is that in equivalent sets the number of elements are equal, right? Whereas in equal sets the elements are same or the elements are said to be identical. And equal sets are always equivalent because you see equal sets will have the same number of elements. But on the other hand, the equivalent sets are not necessarily equal. Like we took an example of this case. Now here these equivalent sets are not equal, but this equal set is an equivalent set. So the first point that we have to remember is that in equivalent sets the number of elements are equal, because equivalent sets, if we see what are they tell about the cardinal number. So the number of elements are equal, and in equal sets the elements are same, that is the elements are identical. Now if we talk about the equal sets are always equivalent. Now why are they equivalent? Because if I have a set xyz and b is also xyz, they both are equal, so means they have the same cardinal number. So if they have the same cardinal number, then they are equivalent. But all the equivalent sets are not necessarily equal. They may be equal, they can be equal, but not always, right? As we consider the further example that A is equal to 2, 3, 4, then B is equal to 4, 5, 6. Now it is an equivalent set because it consists of the same cardinal number. But if we see the elements are not equal, so it is not going to be considered as the equal set, right? So guys, if you found that there was a good content in this video and it really helped you all, then please like this video. And if you think that the others would be helped too, then please share this video and do comment in the comment section below if you have any doubts, and subscribe to my channel for further such videos. Thank you.